Here on Saturday after Thanksgiving. Almost said Black Friday. That was yesterday. We don't want to extend the week any further than we have to. It's the Chris Morrison State Farm Classic at the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse. Jared Pettis, Jimmy Palmer with you on KFMO Sports Plus for the first one as the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals take on Rend Lake and the Warriors. A game that after last night, if Mac does what they did against Wabash Valley, they'll handily take out the Rend Lake Warriors. They're 2-4, Mac 9-1. And Jimmy, this is a basketball program, not just the women, but also the men, where these are two really good teams here at Mineral Area College that play at the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse throughout the season, and a lot of support from the community this year.
Yeah, I hope the crowd shows up today. You know, you never know what you're going to get on a Saturday with a 1 o'clock game. I know there will be fans in the stands for the 5 o'clock men's tip, but hopefully it gets a little more crowd than it is now, get a good atmosphere. And, you know, because these games right here are always scary, especially after beating the number 4 team in the country. Can't get complacent. Don't want to have a letdown game. Want to keep moving in the right direction and build good habits.
What is it like for a coach when you play the 4th-ranked team in the nation and then you beat them but have to immediately come back and play the next day? And it's not just the coach that's going to know. The players are going to know that the team they're playing is not going to be as good as who they beat yesterday.
Sure, it's good and it's bad, but, you know, a lot of that is shouldered on the coach. And, you know, I'd get in trouble if I didn't say I have faith in my wife and Coach Palmer and Coach Shep to have their team ready to go today.
It's the Kevin Ball Auto Money pregame show on KFMO Sports Plus. We'll take a break, come back, and hear from the head coach of the Lady Cardinals, Briley Palmer. Our conversation with Coach Palmer, it was a good one. We'll talk with her right after this. Pregame show by the head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals. That's Briley Palmer. One of the biggest wins you had mentioned in program history yesterday over Wabash Valley. And last week I asked Greg Heyer where his team was out of 10 on the growth-wise. He said they're 3 out of 10. So after yesterday's win, where is your group?
Oh, dang, he said 3 out of 10.
That's what I said.
I think, you know, yeah, he's tough on him, and so we both have the same mindset there. After last night, I'd say probably moved from maybe 4 to 5. Just because a lot of how I look at things and gauge stuff for the year and put stuff in my mind is always by Christmas. You know, like, are the freshmen that were making mistakes early, are they making as many by Christmas? But like the things that we're doing, I mean, look, it's 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas break, and we're having these good issues. So I'm excited, and that's why I guess I would probably say 5 out of 10.
Now, there's certain sports where once you get to a certain point in the season, that's when you kind of are like, okay, this is what our team is. In college basketball and high school basketball, is there that point in the season where you look at you're this many games in, maybe a quarter of the way through, maybe halfway through, where you're like, well, this is the team we have, or hey, we could still get a little bit better, but not quite a whole lot better. Is there a point in the season where there's any of that at the college level?
I mean, I would like to think so, because I feel like then that means that we're still coaching them, you know, and coaching everybody and trying to get the most out of them, because at the end of the day, we recruited them here for a reason, and it takes some players longer, you know, to adjust based on, you know, where they came from, whether it's internationally or, you know, Farmington High School, as we know, and it's just different. And with this team, I mean, I'm still not satisfied, just because we still have a lot of players on the bench that you guys haven't seen that could easily, you know, be in the starting 5. Or, you know, our big thing right now is we have our starting 5 and things like that, but our next 5 are you know, just as important. We just have, I think, 10 really good players, but it's just night in, night out of maybe, you know, what's going on with that. And I think that them pushing each other in practice is going to make that a clear as day deal, and it's going to make us better. And it's started here recently. So I think that, you know, we're just never going to be satisfied. And I think that we'll always keep saying, hey, but we can still get this out of it, even if it's February, you know.
You had one of those 10 being Maddie Ayers that started yesterday and came alive in the second half. What did she mean to the team's success yesterday, and not just yesterday, but even throughout the season? What has she done well?
Yeah, I mean, she has some kind of like push that she just gets out there and competes. And, you know, my biggest thing for Maddie, and it's a little bit easier to get on Maddie just after coaching Michaela and things like that, and knowing how to coach her already. That's been a big jump. Maddie's been in this gym for years and years, so I have that relationship with her, and I know that sometimes you have to just get after her to get her locked in a little bit. And she's just been so gifted athletically and things. She's never had to think as much as she has now, because she could always just beat everybody right-handed down the court and all that stuff. But so what you see from her right now is very, I feel like, one-dimensional, and that's why she's going to be so great for us, because once she gets to have this experience more and more, she's going to be, I mean, you can tell last night, is she a shooter? Yeah, she is. She just took shots last night and made them, and she's capable of it. So it's really good for her confidence and things like that. And she takes the relief, or some relief off of, KT and Isabel knows they have to bring it up all the time, and Audra. And it's nice to see her kind of come alive in her role for us.
Coach, 4 of the 5 starters yesterday had 4 fouls at the end of the game. They were in foul trouble early on, especially Langmaid and Chomko. Is that something that you talked to the group before today about, hey, we can't get in foul trouble early because this team will come back and get us?
Well, we always say we've always fouled a lot, I feel like, for the most part this year, and we've talked about limiting the fouls and trying to keep it 15 or under and things. And but I don't want them to then play soft either, because last night it was like, well, I had 4, so that's why I let her, go in so easily. Like, I don't play you that way. If I play you, you pretend that you have. I'm not saying be dumb, but like I'm saying, I need you to play hard and let me coach that, and then we'll get somebody else in. But it's my decision to get you back in there, and I think that you can play hard and smart and not give up, easy stuff because, well, I got fouls, because we got other players and players that can step up, and that's great for experience, especially when it's going well.
Coach, you got Rend today. What do you know about the Warriors?
Yeah, no, we watched them play a Region 16 opponent with State Fair here recently, and it's a quick turnaround, so we're not trying to overload their brain. Their brain was overloaded from Wabash, I know, but we've got to get back quickly here to the game plan, and they've had a week to prepare for us, and just know that it's the time is now. Like they've got to be the ones to stop us. And it's less about them. We got to know personnel and their shooters and things like that. But like you've got to stick to our pack line and our principles that we do, and we will be just fine. But we've got to control this game right from the jump.
Coach, thank you so much. Best of luck today.
Yep, thank you.
That's Briley Palmer, head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals. They're 9-1 on the season, trying to get their 10th win in their 11th game. And Jimmy Palmer joins us today doing color commentary. I'm Jared Pettis. We're on KFMO Sports Plus. Jimmy, how important is it to control the game from the start?
Yeah, well, I agree with what Coach said at the end of her interview. It's not so much about Rend Lake this game. It's about the Mineral Area Lady Cards and sticking to their principles and preaching and practicing, their good habits that they want to continue to do moving forward. So as long as they focus on them and not so much Rend Lake, I foresee them not having any issues today.
It's always interesting to see a not just a tournament, well, I guess an atmosphere like this. You're on your home floor. It's an early game on a Saturday. Not a whole lot of fans are going to come out. You're going to have to make your own energy. You saw last night the Mac men. They had a full crowd here. It was the place, you could just feel the energy. In a game like this, you're going to have to create your own energy, even on your home floor. Is that something that some teams can struggle with?
Sure. But, after, again, the win from last night, hopefully some of that momentum carries over into today. And, that's one thing that I more or less dislike about this generation of athletes is, people talk about and make statements like, hey, you're playing basketball. You have a luxury that not everybody has. You should play with energy and intensity every time you step on the floor. Nobody should have to drag that out of you.
Right. It is the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show on KFMO Sports Plus. We'll take one more break, come back, and take a look at what's happening today, the schedule for the day at the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse, and our 2 broadcast games here. That's coming up next on KFMO Sports Plus. From the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse, it's the Chris Morrison State Farm Giving Thanks Classic, and it's time for the final women's contest. The Mineral Area Lady Cardinals going up against Rend Lake. Jared Pettis, Jimmy Palmer with you on KFMO Sports Plus. And it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors, the Rend Lake Warriors at 2-4. They go with a 5'10 freshman, Haley Dillman, a 5'7 freshman, Carly Foster, another freshman, Kaya Grabert, a 6'1 sophomore, Ashlyn Childers, and a freshman, Elena Maurer. Their head coach is Mike Helton. Again, Rend Lake is 2-4. The Mineral Area Lady Cardinals 9-1 on the season, going for win number 10 and just game number 11. They're going to go with the same five as yesterday. The 5'9 sophomore Remy Langmaid from Australia, 5'7 sophomore Caitlin Chomko from Houston, Texas, 5'9 freshman Maddie Ayers from Annapolis, Missouri, a 5'11 sophomore from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Talia Graham, and a 6-foot freshman from Maryland. That's Sydney Lewis. 4 of these 5 starters were in foul trouble yesterday. It'll be interesting to see how if the trend holds to today, or if they can keep it clean. Although they do have enough players off the bench that really it's not that big of a deal, I guess you could say.
No, good luxury to have, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You get bodies in foul trouble, you just send some more out there.
Mac wearing the Flat River Junior College uniforms. They're alternates, and the tip is won by Talia Graham, and Caitlin Chomko and Mack have first possession right to left on your listening device. Bounce pass down low for Lewis. Got her own rebound. Put back no. Got her own rebound again, and then it's lost. But Talia Graham steals it right back. Graham hands it off to Ayers. Kick out to the near side. Langmaid thought about a 3. She'll circle the wagon. Get it back up top for Ayers. She'll probe in. Pick up her dribble. Got it down low for Graham. Taking it to the lane. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Deep 3 far side. Langmaid. That one short. Rebound Graham fighting with her own teammate Sydney Lewis. Graham comes away with it. Kick it out. Langmaid. Step left with the dribble. She'll get it to the near side for Ayers. Kick out Chomko in the far corner. Thought about a 3 twice. Now she'll back up on perimeter after dribbling in. Ayers wants one from deep far side. That one's short. She's going to get her own rebound. Sydney Lewis. Man, what is this? The 5th attempt now for Mack?
Yeah, that's a great start on the offensive glass.
Lewis got it to Ayers between the circles. Shot clock has reset again. It's down to 10. To Chomko far side. Going to dribble in. Deep 2. That one wouldn't go from the far wing. Offensive rebound put back. Lewis still falls off. And it's going to be taken off the glass that time by Maurer. And the Warriors wearing the black jersey with the white numbers and the black wording with the white outline come out left to right and set up the offense. Pick and roll. Got it down low for Maurer. Kick out far side into the corner. 1 and a 3. That's Childers. She'll hoist and hit it too far, but an offensive rebound. Kaya Grabert into the paint to a streaking Childers. Got it back to Grabert to the far side along the baseline for Maurer. Back up top this time. It's Dillman. Kick out near side 3. Childers from deep. That's airballed and out of bounds.
Well, both teams starting out hot on the offensive glass. Well, of course, we were a little bit hotter. We had 4 or 5 opportunities down there, couldn't convert, and they turn around and get another second chance opportunity on their end.
The unfortunate thing today at the Bob is nobody's taken the saran wrap off the irons. Everybody's missed shots. It'll be Ayers taking it across the timeline to Graham towards the baseline, forced back out on perimeter, picked up her dribble, got it back up top for Ayers. Now she'll take it to the far wing. Between the circles for Graham again. Couple of dribbles to the near side to Chomko. 10 seconds of the max shot clock. Langmaid with a 3 from the near side. Can't get it. The rebound is for Haley Dillman. A little too much angle on that 3-point shot. Out of the backcourt, it's Dillman. Here's a 3 far side for Grabert from the wing. That one's short, and Ayers has a rebound. And we've played 3, almost 2 minutes, or a little over 2 minutes rather, 2:05 to be exact, and nothing's fallen. We're still knotted at 0. Lewis from the foul line. There we go. That should open the floodgates.
Shot selection's been really solid for the Lady Cards to start the game, though.
That's something that yesterday it seemed like they were a little bit rushed and they weren't fluid with the offense. That today the ball movement's been tremendous so far through the first 3 possessions.
Well, we will say Rend Lake is not as active on the defensive end as Wabash was.
That is also the case. Pick and roll down low. Maurer trying to put it off glass. Held ball, and the arrow favors the Warriors. Langmaid did a good job of getting hands on it as Maurer was approaching the rim. And it'll be Ashlyn Childers to inbound. Right of the lane, 7:21 to go. The score just 2-0 Mac. On perimeter, that's Foster. Got it into the corner on the near side for Childers. She'll get it back up top as the shot clock expires. I didn't even look at that.
She didn't get that one off.
And Mac will inbound in the baseline in the back court. It's one of those things, the first day of the AV tournament, was the first day we've done high school basketball, and I was telling Glenn Berry I was looking around for a shot clock. I was like, wait, I don't know what I'm looking for. There's nothing, not at the high school level at least. Max got it on perimeter. Here's Maddie Ayers. Now for Graham for Lewis. Lewis got it to Chomko far side. She'll get it through the lane. Lefty layup. It's in. Great play. 4-0 Max. 6:50 to go first quarter.
We got some full court pressure here by the Lady Cards trying to build the tempo.
Nearly forced a turnover, and somehow Childers got it on the far side to Dillman through a couple of Cardinals. Dillman going to take it coast to coast. Can't hit on the shot, but a foul against Sydney Lewis. It'll be her first. And the team's first. And it will put Haley Dillman at the line to shoot two. Dillman at the line to our right.
I like what the Lady Cards are doing here to start this game, and that's one way to kind of just bring the energy out of your group is on made baskets or dead balls. Apply that full court pressure. It kind of forces your players to play with some kind of intensity.
Dillman good on the first. She's a 71% shooter from the foul line. She'll hit them both. 4-2, Mac with the advantage. And Central's taking the early lead. 11:05 in the first. The Central Rebels lead Blair Oaks 6-0. No good on the two-point play. Caitlin Chomko up top for Sydney Lewis. That one's on AM 1240 KFMO. Chomko cutting to the cup. Dunks under the pass because Graham was there and put it off the glass. That's a great read by Chomko to duck underneath that pass.
Yeah, she kind of just got out of the way for her teammate right there, right?
At the other end, though, here's Grabbert. She'll pivot at the low post and put it in.
Tough finish in traffic.
Grabbert averages 9.5 a game. Spot up three, far side. Lang made that one short. Graham going to be the only one to get the rebound. When the shot was taken, she was in the center circle. Ayers unloads from straight on. It's good. Nothing
Ayers
but net.
stays hot from three. Again, full court pressure causes the turnover.
Remy Lang made fadeaway shot from the baseline. Can't hit. And the rebound collected by Dillman. PA announcer calls out the wrong name on that three. Says Driscoll. It was Ayers. He noticed it too, mid-call. Ayers going to force a turnover. Everybody makes mistakes. Outlet for Chomko. On perimeter, she'll give it back to Ayers. Now
Good
up
ball
top,
movement.
Langmaid all alone from perimeter. That's off the mark, and Grabbert's going to collect the board. That was a good shot selection, just a little bit off.
Little hesitation there. A little hitch in that shot. She usually does not hesitate whatsoever.
Grabbert's got it three near side. Dillman, that's too strong, and Maddie Ayers will let the ball go out of bounds on the far side. 9-4, the advantage for Mac. 5:05 to go in quarter number one.
You mentioned that Park Hills football score. That's huge for them as far as momentum to get out on the road against a favorite, nonetheless, 7-0.
Absolutely. And usually when they win, if they won the toss and elected to receive, throughout the season they've been deferring. I think this would be one of those games where you want to receive and get first possession.
Build some momentum.
Lewis, dip down, feed down low, try to get it to Graham. She'll have to go to the corner and turn it over, as all she could do was throw it back to the paint. It's stolen by, that was Cassidy Morris. Out of the backcourt, kick out of the near side. Dillman thought about a three. Instead, she'll go up top for Ashlyn Childers. To the far side, this is a three from the far wing. Morris, that rolls across the cylinder and is poked out. Last touch by Langmaid. It'll stay with the Warriors. And they'll inbound on the baseline. And Blair Oaks has answered 7-10 in the first. A touchdown with an extra point. So Blair Oaks leads 7-6.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah. 3 minutes after Central's touchdown. Inbound to the far side. Foster's got it. She'll hand it off on the wing for Childers. And she'll get it to Micah Reynolds. Now to the near side for Grabbert. 13 seconds on the shot clock for Rend Lake. Almost said Wabash. They're both the Warriors, but Rend Lake wears black and not red. That one wouldn't go, and Max got a rebound. Coming out of the backcourt, here's Audra Pasikarnas into the game. Jayla Clayton wants a tray. That one's too strong, and Baraga's going to chase the rebound as it goes out of bounds.
Tell you what, both teams are letting it fly from behind the arc to start.
They are. Shooting percentages, not good from beyond.
1-3 combined for both teams made.
Kaya Grabbert will outlet for Carly Foster. She'll got a player to the cup. That's Reynolds. Her shot wouldn't go, but a foul against Mack will put Reynolds at the line to shoot two. The foul is going against Jayla Clayton. That's her first and the team's second.
I would venture to say my wife would consider that possession unacceptable. You got 5 fresh bodies in there and you're getting beat down the floor. That's That's not a good start for this second unit.
First free throw is short for Reynolds. Reynolds has just played 3 games, and this is her first attempt from the foul line this season. Of course, Rend Lake has only played 6, and they're 2-4. Around and out, so Micah Reynolds 0 for 2 on the trip. And it'll be Isabel Walschlager out of the backcourt. Clayton pump fake from perimeter, drives in. Foul on the floor before the shot.
And I like that. She was open, right, but she decided not to settle. You know, Mac not shooting great to start this contest, so let's try to get 2 feet in the paint, something easy around the basket.
That's one thing when I was listening to you and Glenn Berry do the game. You had said throughout the day, don't settle for those shots from perimeter if they're not falling for the team. Take the higher percentage chance. Passacarnas into your feed. Driscoll pivot. Can't hit on the layup, though. And it's rebounded by Micah Reynolds. She'll outlet for Kaya Grabert.
Oh, she might have walked.
Yeah, I was about to say might have walked, but she gets it off to the far side for Daisy Webb. Back to Grabert. Out of the far wing for Cassidy Morris. She'll hand it off for Webb, this 5'6" sophomore. Grabert cutting. Oh, quick feed. Morris out far, but Baragas got to her quick enough she couldn't unload a shot or get a pass away. Had to keep it on perimeter. 6 seconds of the shot clock for the Warriors. Up top, it's Webb. Kick out. This is
good possession
Reynolds.
by middle area.
Steal by that was Clayton, and she'll come out of the backcourt and get it to Walschlager. She's on perimeter to Clayton on the near side at the wing.
Fall.
That one's got to fall, but it doesn't. Baragas gets the offensive rebound. Put back, yes. And Baragas has had a strong 2 games. Well, this is her first time in this second game, but if it's going to be like it was yesterday and a big win over Wabash Valley, she was a huge factor for this second unit.
Absolutely. She played extreme. Post play in general was fabulous yesterday against Wabash.
Grabert's got it down low, deep 3 far side. That wouldn't fall for Reynolds, and it's collected for Walschlager. Outlet on Passacarnas. She'll get it to the perimeter on the near wing. 2:40 to go in the game clock. Clayton thought about one from the far side. She'll probe in, take it to the elbow, and pick up her dribble. Walschlager out top. It's 11-4 Mac. Driscoll going to probe through the paint. Might have got away with the walk. Her wild swing shot wouldn't go. Got her on rebound. Reverse layup. No. Baragas fighting for it down low. Gets it to Driscoll. Spin move down low. Kick it out Passacarnas. Up top Walschlager to the left side of the wing. That's Clayton. She'll unload. Oh, man, again can't hit. And it's rebounded by Cassidy Morris and the Rend Lake Warriors.
Tell you what, the energy's there. They're playing hard on defense and active on the offensive glass. You know, same. Just shots aren't falling. But that was the case yesterday, and we beat number 4 team in the country.
Morris kicking out Grabert. Thought about a 3. Now she'll unload. That's a walk. As great defense by Isabel Walschlager forced the turnover, and it'll be a fresh 4 for Rend Lake coming on. Mac leads 11-4 with 1:59 to go in quarter number 1. Mac inbounding in front of their bench. Driscoll gives it to Walschlager. Walschlager out of the backcourt, setting up the play. She'll cut to the rim, pick up her dribble in the paint. Had Clayton there. Clayton falls for it, and we will go arrow, and it favors Mac. That's just a tough break for Jayla Clayton.
Yeah, she had a clear path to the basket. She just kind of fumbled the catch there.
And it will be inbound Walschlager right of the lane. Looking for somebody inside. Going to have to throw it in. Got it to Driscoll, and she'll put it off her toe and out of bounds.
Yeah, I believe Annalise needed to roll back to the basket there off that second screen. Looked like she would have been wide open for 2.
Carly Foster inbounds for Haley Dillman, and she'll dribble it off her foot and turn it over. 1:42 to go in the first. It's 11-4. Mac with the advantage. They lead Rend Lake. And Driscoll will inbound for Walschlager on the near side. She'll take it between the circles to set the offense up. Walschlager going to probe in. Down low feed. Baragas was all alone at the low post. Can't hit, but she's fouled. So it'll be the first free throws for Mac today.
Good use of the pump fake there in the low post. Defense off their feet. You don't really see that very often anymore.
First foul on Elena Maurer. Second on Rend Lake in this quarter. And Baragas makes good on the first. That's right. You don't see pump fakes down low, not even on the men's side. Second free throw.
Well, the men are a different breed. They're kind of going up to play above the rim.
That's right. That's true. That is true. Clayton nearly intercepted a pass. It stays in the backcourt with Rend Lake, and Carly Foster will come out of the backcourt and set the offense up. She'll get it into in between the circles for Maurer. Maurer back to the far side. Foster wants a three. That one's short. Driscoll skies for the rebound, and she got it. 3-on-2 the other way. She'll get it to Pasikarnas, but she can't control that hot bullet feed. And Foster's got it after the steal. Nearly stepped out of bounds. Walschlager trips and falls, and that will allow a pass to Dillman on the near side, and we'll see a fresh set of Lady Cardinals coming in as well. Taking it to the baseline, that's Foster. Swing it to the far wing, it's out of bounds, and Amarian Dickerson sitting over there tells the officials that's Mac Ball, and they agree. Demi Von Gills, Talia Graham, Maddie Ayers, Caitlin Chomko, and Remy Langmaid back to the floor for the Cards. As Ayers takes it out of the back court. She'll hand it off on perimeter to Chomko. Thought about a three from the far wing. Bounce it head of the arc for Graham to the far side. Ayers. Ayers dribbles once. 15 on the shot clock. 45 on the game clock. There's Chomko up top now for Graham. Now to Ayers to the near wing. Van Gills. 10 seconds on the back shot clock. Into the corner for Langmaid. She'll probe in through a screen. Send it back out for Van Gills. 5 seconds. Van Gills to Langmaid with two. Deep three. That one's deflected and it'll go out of bounds. And it's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, she's 0 for 4 now, 0 for 5 to start. I was hoping that ball did not find her hands with that shot clock winding down because that's a tough shot to make.
Pass deflected. Ayers takes over. 23 on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Chomko straight on three. Oh, just short. It tipped the back glass, and Haley Dillman collects the rebound. 15 seconds to go before a quarter break. Dillman out of the backcourt. Chomko nearly poked it away. Dillman dribbles through a phone booth, falls down, controlled the dribble, and got a pass away to Foster. To the far side at the corner. That's Beckett. Up top, 4 seconds, straight on three. Dillman, that one's no good. 1 second. Van Gills at the buzzer, not going to count, but that would have gone in. It would not have counted. That would have been a shot for sure. 13-4 is the score. Mac leads after one. We head to a quarter break. Mineral Area leading the Warriors on KFMO Sports Plus. Rend Lake's got first possession in the second quarter. Jared Pettis and Jimmy Palmer with you on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Illegal screen turns the ball over. It's the first foul against Rend Lake. And it is the second. They put that on Ashlyn Childers, number 21.
I didn't get the maybe 32.
We'll get that momentarily from the official score.
It was either 32 or 22.
That must have been 32 then. 22 doesn't have a foul. It was the second on that player. So it's Maurer, her second. 9:40 to go on quarter number two. We just started this one, and Jimmy Palmer's got a crazy stat from three-point land for you. Once we get a second to take a look, as Langmaid couldn't hit on the layup, wanted a foul, didn't get it. Carly Foster out of the backcourt. Here's Grabbert. She'll hand it off for Morris, nearly lose it out of bounds, and into the paint from Maurer. Kick out Morris. Step back. Thought about a three. Now she'll drive baseline to the far side at the corner. That's Dillman. She'll step back from perimeter. Odd angle shot wouldn't go, and it's rebounded by Maddie Ayers. Make it now 1 for what on perimeter?
That'd be 1 for 22 combined for both teams from three.
That's difficult, and it looks like we're going to get a foul on Langmaid.
Yeah, so Max 1 for 11 to start, and that makes Rend Lake 0 for 11. So neither team is gun shy from the 3-point line.
That's tough. In a 13-4 game, neither team shooting it well, but Mac's going to be, I would say, satisfied with the lead, probably not satisfied with that 3-point number. Rend Lake's got it in the backcourt. Got it to Carly Foster. She'll cross the timeline to the near side for Dillman. Backing her way to the cup. Fadeaway shot from about 8. Wow, that's a good play. That's a tough play, and Dillman made it. She's got 4. It'll be Ayers out of the backcourt for Max. She thought about spotting up from straight on. She'll take it in, kick it out. Langmaid wants run from the corner.
There we
It's
go.
good. Langmaid's got her first 3 after a couple of opportunities and her first points on the board as well.
Sometimes that's all it takes is just see one go in.
Make it 16-6, a 10-point lead for the Lady Cards. Out-of-town scoreboard check. Central leads Blair Oaks 14-7 with 3:33 to go in the first. A 7-yard touchdown pass from Kaysen Murphy to Jackson Jones. The 2-point was good. First shot no good for Childers here. She got her own rebound. Sends it inside to the paint for Foster. She'll get it down low, can't hit, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul on Talia Graham, her first. And that's the second on Mack in this quarter. Also out-of-town scoreboard check, Hillsboro, they lead their game, playing the Lutheran North Crusaders 14-0.
I think Hillsboro drew the home field advantage.
They did.
In that matchup. Good for those guys. You know, if your school or organization isn't in it at this time of the year, you got to root for teams locally, wouldn't you think?
Foster's no good on the first, yes. Haven't got an update from Valley Catholic yet. They're also playing, but they're also at home. Foster will get a second. No good. Missed them both. As the team, Rend Lake now 2 for 6 from the foul line. Langmaid wants another tray far side. That's good. Nothing but net. Langmaid's feeling it now after missing her first 5. Is that how many she missed to start?
Yeah, it started 0 for 5. Which one of those was, at the end of a shot clock? But, nonetheless, now she's hit her last 2.
Steal by Mack. Down low feed for Chomko. Can't hit, and she's fouled. That'll put Chomko at the line to shoot 2.
And that's I know for a fact that's one player that Coach Palmer does not necessarily put the handcuffs on just because, that's her strength is shooting the basketball. So she's open. She cannot hesitate. She's got to shoot it.
First free throw for Chomko. It's good. She's got 3 in the game. Second one, good as well. Chomko's got 4, and the score is 21-6 Mac. Full court pressure again for the Lady Cardinals, nearly forced to turnover. Cassidy Morris gets it to the far side. One player back. Grabbert puts it off the glass over the head of Langmaid, and good. Grabbert's got 4 on the day, 21-8. Maddie Ayers quickly out of the backcourt. She'll take it coast to coast with the left hand. Can't hit on that one. And Mauer's going to collect a rebound. She'll get it off to Foster, and she'll come out of the backcourt push off of Chomko. Into the corner near side, Grabbert. Out of the near wing for Childers. She'll unload from perimeter. That one's no good. Talia Graham's got a rebound, and she'll hand it off for Ayers. Ayers coming out of the backcourt. Ayers again going to cut. Kick it out. Langmaid, near wing 3. Got it. Langmaid 3 for her last 3.
Hey, and that's what we were missing yesterday by our point guard play. We were trying to make those tough passes through traffic. Maddie, she had Dame running the floor, but too many bodies in front of her. She made the easy pass to a hot Remy, and another 3 points on the board.
24-8 into a full stoppage. We'll step aside with them. You're listening to MAC Athletics, the women, and Rend Lake. Lady Cardinals and Warriors on KFMO. 24-8, 7:11 to go in the second quarter. Mac leads Rend Lake, and on perimeter they get it to the far side at the wing for Maurer. She'll hit. That's the first made tray for Rend Lake.
Yeah, if anything, they were due.
That is no joke. After one, Hillsboro leads the Crusaders 14-0, and Valley Catholic and Fair Grove's tied at 7. That one's at Valley Catholic. Interior feed for Paradowski. Nice pivot to the cup, and a right-hand hook shot goes for Paradowski.
Turnover, Rend Lake.
Yep, Mac will get it. 26-11 is the score, 6:42 to go. Jared Pettis, Jimmy Palmer with you on KFMO Sports Plus. We'll be both on Plus and AM 1240 KFMO for the men's game tonight after the Central football game. Paradowski's got it far side, up top for Walschlager. Out of the near wing for Pasikarnas. She'll get around. Childers take it to the cup strong, can't hit. And Maurer picks up a board, and she'll come out of the backcourt. Pass to the near side for Foster. Foster spot up three, far wing, or near wing, rather, not good. And the rebound collected by Morris, out of bounds, and Mac will get it.
Jared, I guess that's just their game plan. Get it up on the rim as quick as possible. Again, I haven't counted it again, but they've made 1 3, and they just continue to shoot them in transition.
Yeah, you would have thought at that timeout that their coach called moments ago, I'm surprised he didn't say, let's no longer shoot from perimeter. We can't hit it. As a team this season, his club is 36% from the foul line. That is Mike Helton, the head coach. Bounce pass down low for Paradowski. Tried to kick it out to the corner for Pasikarnas, and it was deflected, and she lets it go out, so it'll stay Mac ball.
Did you say 36% from the foul line?
No, I meant three-point line, rather. They're 60% from the foul line. That's still not good. Better than 30.
Better than 36.
Well, they're 36.2% from the arc and 36.2% from the field as a whole. Paradowski on perimeter. Check that, Pasikarnas. Interior feed for Paradowski, can't hit, but she is fouled.
Solid move with the left hand.
Loveline Dunklin with her first foul and the team's second. Check that, third. 6:02 to go in the quarter. It's 26-11 Mac. Ooh, check this out. 20-7 Central.
How about that?
3:33 in the first. A 38-yard touchdown pass. Kaysen Murphy to Joe Bryant. 2-point conversion was no good. Paradowski is good on the first free throw.
Well, when you go into games like that, as the underdog, you can't lack confidence. And Central is very confident in all aspects in athletics right now. So it doesn't surprise me that they're off to an early lead.
Rend Lake got it after the rebound was collected by Morris. She'll get it to the near side at the corner. Dillman now up top. That was Childers to the far wing for Reynolds. Back to the near wing. Now a wing-to-wing pass for Dillman. 9 seconds to the shot clock, but Walschlager will steal. She'll quickly get out of the backcourt and get past 3 defenders. Can't hit on the layup, but she's fouled from behind. Walschlager going to go to the line and shoot 2. Foul is on Loveline Dunklin, her second. And the next foul puts Mac in the bonus. First one, good. Second free throw, good as well. Walschlager's got them both. Mac leads 29-11. Rend Lake will inbound in the backcourt, and Mac gonna keep the full court pressure on. Inbound to Cassidy Morris in the backcourt, and she'll come right up the middle and set the offense up. Calling out a play as she dribbles past the beak of the Cardinal logo. Got it to the near side for Foster. That's a good switch by Paradowski and Pasikarnas, but a down low feed and a wild shot from that was Morris, wouldn't fall. Walschlager's got it out of the backcourt. Got it to Sydney Lewis to the cup, off the boards and in. Wow. Sydney Lewis with 4. She's back into the game. It's a 20-point lead for the Cards with just under 5 to go in the second. It's 31-11. And there will be a fresh 5 coming on for Mac in just a moment. On the near side, Dillman. Interior feed to Foster. Bounce pass in the paint for Morris. Kick back out for Foster. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And great job by Walschlager to come in there and grab possession as the arrow favors Mac.
obviously, again, struggling to make shots, but they got 12 turnovers as well, 15 minutes into the game. So you put those two together, that is not a recipe to compete.
It's not. 31-11. And you look at it on paper, and Mac should beat this team, but Rend Lake just hasn't. They don't have the numbers that Mac does as far as people that can come off the bench.
Oh, yeah. We'll have that advantage over most of our opponents as far as depth.
Chomko kicks it out to the far side. That is Ayers. Can't hit on the layup, and the rebound is loose in the paint. Sydney Downen picks it up. She'll outlet for Foster, who comes out of the backcourt. Got it back to Downen. Now for Foster between the circles to the near side. Morris takes it on perimeter. A wing-to-wing feed to the far side for Dillman. Dillman between the circles through a screen. She's going to use it to the near side, but Graham stays with her.
Good rotation.
Into the paint. Good rotation is right as Baragas takes over. Ashley Baragas going to go coast to coast.
Yes,
Spin move down low.
Yeah.
Oh, what a play! Wow.
Showcasing the guard ability.
Baragas just went up and underneath down low with an underhand layup, and we get a timeout call. No, stepping out of bounds was Dillman.
And Ashley looked at me in the pregame when they were warming up, talking about I was being hard on her on the radio yesterday when she took off dribbling and kind of turned it over. But I'm surprised she didn't look over and point. See, I can do it.
We had a couple years ago when Lexi McCauley was here. During the broadcast one day, she came over and had said something to Greg Allen when he was doing a game with me, because he had said something about her three-point shots not falling, and she finally started to hit some. She was subbed out and came over and was like, I'm hitting them now. Langmaid misses that one. Offensive rebound, Chomko. Langmaid cutting to the cup. They get it to her. Layup, no. Baragas offensive rebound. Put back, not good, but she is fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two.
Activity on the offensive glass is awesome this first half.
Foul is on Ella Beckett. 33-11, Mac leads, and Mac is now in the bonus. There was also one day where McCauley came over mid-play, came over, and as she's running by says, tell my mom I said hi. First free throw good for Baragas. McCauley was a fun player.
Yeah, there is only one Lexi, that's for sure.
Second free throw, it is good as well. Baragas 4 for 4. She's got 8. On the backcourt, a lob to Webb. She'll send it over to Dillman on the far side and come out of the backcourt. 3:20 left in half number one. Kick out far wing. Sydney Downen thought she was going to take one. Instead, through a screen, she sends it down low. A shot falls for Daisy Webb, and she's fouled.
Yeah, Remy just fell asleep there, away from the ball. Got beat back door, and in an effort to try to catch back up, committed the foul.
The foul is the second on Langmaid and the third on Mac. Daisy Webb will try and hit a three-point play, and it's no good. Even when you're inside the arc for a traditional three-point play and you can't get it, it's tough shooting. Outlet for Maddie Ayers. As on the floor is Skylar Sweeney from Mineral Area, and they get it to her at the far wing. With 3 minutes to go, lob pass trying to get it to Ayers, but the height for Dillman, she's stolen. Dillman coming out of the backcourt, bounced it to the near side for Foster. She'll take it to the baseline. Sweeney stays with her. Foster picked up her dribble, got it to the near wing for Downen. Downen back up on top of the arc. To the far side, players fall. Deep three, far side. Dillman, that one missed everything. Graham touched it last and out of bounds. She couldn't control the rebound. Skylar Sweeney comes into the game. She graduated from Farmington last year. Averages 4.3 points per game for Mac this season. Dillman got the inbound, kicking out to the near wing, down and going to drive through the lane, kick it back up top for Paquette. Now to the near side for Dillman. 5 seconds on the Rend Lake shot clock.
I don't think they know it either.
They don't know it. Dillman, and she'll step out of bounds before and turn it over. There was no communication from the Warriors on that trip.
There was not. That's their 15th turnover in this first half.
Hillsborough scores again to start the second quarter as they lead Lutheran North. Up top, Baragas into your feet. Again, Chomko let that one go to Graham, and she was covered, and it was deflected away. Dillman's got it. She'll come out of the backcourt with a little spin at the far elbow, and she'll lay it in the mid-post. Dillman's got 6. That leads the way for Rend Lake with 2 minutes to go in half number one. Quickly the other way, Ayers now for Sweeney. Through the lane to Graham, up top, Chomko.
Good move.
Good move. She'll cut to the cup, lay it off glass with the left hand. That is a great move by Chomko. A good move turns to a great one when you can put it in like that.
Oh, yeah. And left-handed players are just so hard to guard because they're just odd.
Haley Dillman. Something about the southpaw. Pick and roll. She got it ahead of the arc to Paquette. Out of the near side, down low. At the post, that's down and try to get it inside. Ayers knocked it away. Ooh, but they say Rend Lake touched that last.
They did.
Mack will take that. Minute 26 to go. It's like my dad would always tell me that he used to bowl against a lefty when he bowled in league, and that team would always destroy them because all the oil's on that side. All the right-handed bowlers wear off the oil quicker than the left-handed ones because there's not many of them. And in baseball, left-handed pitchers are always traditionally more tougher to hit than righties.
Right, right.
37-15, a minute 18 to go.
Apparently left-handed quarterbacks are tougher to
Yes.
stop, too, with Casey Murphy out there doing his thing.
Didn't even think about that. Jayla Clayton to Sweeney, and the bullet feed slips through her fingertips and out.
Ash, set the screen, please. Then you can go. Set it first.
And Rend Lake will inbound in the backcourt. 60 seconds left in half number one as we approach the CarSmart halftime report. To the far side, here's Grabbert through a screen, still on perimeter. 55 seconds. Got it to the near wing with an underhand feed to Childers. Now a lob pass to the far side for Foster. Bullet into the paint. Now kick out. Up top, here's Childers. Thought about a 3, 6 seconds of the shot clock. The bench going to let him know on the far side this might be a really deep three. That missed everything, and it's a shot clock violation. Great defense by Mineral Area. Not even allowing Rend Lake into the paint. .35 seconds left in half number one. Chomko out of the backcourt. Oh, she tripped. That's not good. She's slow to get up. It's a power play the other way. Stolen. She's still on the floor, and now we'll get that whistle. Chomko not putting any weight on her left leg, or is it her right one?
Yeah, I think it's her right. She's got a brace on it right. It looked like it just gave out on her.
24.5 to go in quarter number two. Isabella Walschlager will check in. Chomko going to make her way to the bench, and she's in some pain. It'll be Jayla Clayton to inbound on the far side.
She's a tough kid. She'll be all right.
For Walschlager between the circles. Mack at hold for final shot. Clayton on the far wing. Through a screen. She'll take it to the near side. Pick and roll to Graham down low. Finish. She'll hop once, put it off glass and in. 11 seconds left in the first half. Rend Lake in the backcourt losing 39-15 as Mack has the advantage. Up top, here's Childers. That'll do it as the pass was deflected. And we'll send you to the CarSmart halftime report. Mack leads 39-15. It's Mack in the Chris Morrison State Farm Classic here at the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse, the second women's game of the event and the last women's game here today. Rend Lake and Mineral Area, the Cardinals lead 39-15 at recess. CarSmart halftime report coming up. It's time for the Car Smart halftime report. If you're in the market for a car, think smart, think Car Smart. Where buying a car isn't rocket science. You can visit them at thinkcarsmart.com or at their locations in Farmington and Jackson, Missouri. Let's get into the team particulars and individual numbers. We'll start with the Lady Cardinals, as their leading scorer is Remy Langmaid. She's got 9. Ashley Baracus has 8. They get 6 from Caitlin Chomko, 4 points each from Talia Graham and Sydney Lewis, 3 from Isabella Paradowski and Maddie Ayers, and 2 points for Isabella Walschlager. For Rend Lake, it is 6 from Haley Dillman to lead the way, 4 from Kaya Grabert, 3 from Elena Maurer, and 2 from Daisy Webb. Shooting, team numbers, Mac leading in the field goal shooting, but still not where they'd want it to be. 13 of 38 is only 34%. The other end, Rend Lake, 6 of 24. That's 25%. 3-point shooting, Mac 4 of 15 is 27%. For Rend Lake, it's 1 of 17, 6% there. Shooting from the foul line, 2 of 7 for Rend Lake, 29%. Mac, 9 of 10 is 90%. Turnover numbers favoring the Cards, 17-7. Rend Lake's got the more. They have 17. Mac's got 7. Scoring from the bench favors Mac, 14-2. And at halftime, the score, Mineral Area leads Rend Lake 39-15. We'll take a break, come back with more on the Car Smart halftime report here on KFMO. Back of the Car Smart halftime report as we take a look at some of the happenings out of town with the Car Smart drive around the region. If you're in the market for a car, think smart, think Car Smart. Or buying a car isn't rocket science. State Fair hosts Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. That one at 3 o'clock, so that'll be later on today. And Moberly is at home against Spoon River. Three Rivers plays Trinity Valley. That is in Texas. They'll play at 7 o'clock tonight. On the men's side, if we can pull that up real quick, the Cardinals play Southwestern Illinois here at the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse later today. Highland plays State Fair at Moberly, while the Moberly Greyhounds will be playing. Well, let's see. They'll play Vincennes. West Plains plays at their home floor against Morton, and Three Rivers hosts Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. So, busy day across the Region 16 with a couple of Thanksgiving tournaments here at the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse. It's Mineral Area 39 and Rend Lake 15 at the Car Smart halftime report. Is there anything that you'd change if you're Mac?
Oh, absolutely not. Again, just shots aren't falling, but creating extra opportunities for ourselves. One, on the offensive glass, and two, creating turnovers. You hit on that with the stats. Rend Lake has 17 turnovers. One, they're not shooting great, and two, they're not valuing the basketball. So we're getting those extra, or creating those extra opportunities for ourselves. So continue to do that. We get shots to fall. Obviously we'll just continue to build on this lead.
That'll wrap things up on the Car Smart halftime report. If you're in the market for a car, think smart, think Car Smart. We're buying a car isn't rocket science. Visit them at thinkcarsmart.com or go to their locations, Jackson and Farmington, Missouri. It's 39-15 Mac after one half of play. Third quarter coming up after this. 39-15 after the first half. We start the third quarter, and Rend Lake will have opening possession. Teams switch sides. The Warriors now right to left on your listening device. Mac left to right. And another out-of-town scoreboard check real quick. 27-yard touchdown rush by Joe Bryant. 2-point conversion, good. 28-7, Central leads Blair Oaks. 3:17 to go in the second.
That's awesome.
They're nearing halftime, and that would be a huge win for the Central Rebels, as that's a walk that I didn't think was going to get called, and it was.
So where would and this is where would the Class 3 championship be played?
It is going to be played at Faroe Field in Columbia.
Okay.
And it will be next Friday, December 1st. I believe it's 11 o'clock kickoff. It might be 1 o'clock. Here's a three from the near wing. Chomko, that one rattles off, rolled off the glass and fell down to Ashland Childers.
Park Hill's going to have to cancel some basketball games.
They will. They're scheduled to play Festus that night, and they got probably half the team on the football team.
Right. I would venture to say more than half.
Oh, 100%. Langmaid's got it up top. Here's Ayers, wants a straight on three. Ayers hit a three rather in the first quarter and hasn't hit one since. Here's Chomko on the near side. Chomko taking it in. Wow, man, just broke the ankles of Childers. Far side three. Langmaid, that wouldn't go. Lewis with an offensive rebound, trying to get to the cup. Nearly stepped out of bounds, nearly walked, sent it up top. Chomko uncontested. Nothing but net. That's the first triple for Caitlin Chomko. Her family over there on the far side loves it.
Well, and that's a good sign to see, too, that her ankle's okay. Obviously, she left the game in the first half, but she's back out there and doesn't look like she's restricted at all.
Here's a straight-on three for Dillman that missed to the right. And Ayers out of the backcourt for Chomko. Going to take it strong to the baseline, be forced back out. Send it to Graham far side, now into the corner for Langmaid. Langmaid rejects a screen, takes it baseline, got it to Graham. She'll probe in. Chomko wants it to the near side on the wing. Got it! Chomko's got 12. Man, the left-hand shot from Chomko just looks so beautiful every time she takes it. Man, she's got a shot. 8:05 to go in the third quarter. It's 45-15 Mac. A 30-point lead. In the circle, it's Dillman.
And Chomko just wants to compete, too. You know, she could have easily shut it down this second half probably, and Mac would have been okay. But, you know, she's got her family in town. And, you know, more importantly, I think she really enjoys playing basketball at a high level.
Ayers got it to Chomko. Fake a pass, drive in, dip down feed. Graham, what a pass by Chomko. And a finish by Talia Graham. Timeout, Rend Lake, 47-15. Mac has opened to a 8-0 run to start the third quarter. You're listening to Mac Athletics on the Parkland Sports Leader. It's KFMO Sports Plus. 47-15, it's the score. Mineral Area with the advantage. The Rock in favor of Rend Lake. Here's a spot up three. Wow, that was from way out for Carly Foster. Her first points. I was just about to say, that's an odd selection when your team's only made one all day.
Well,
and that was the deepest one they've shot.
And out of a timeout.
Yes.
But it went in.
It did. 47-18, 7:12 to go in quarter number one. A fresh set of Lady Cardinals going to come on the floor at the next available moment. Lewis takes it to the cup and lays it in. 6 for Sydney Lewis. She's played well this week for Mac. Foster out of the backcourt. Wants another one. Didn't get that one off to the right. And Lang made it with the rebound. Here's Ayers into your feed for Lewis again. Lewis going to body her way to the cup. That's bully ball. She'll lay it in. Man, Sydney Lewis down low. Unstoppable. when she's forcing her way to the basket.
Yep, you have 32. You have
51-18 is the score. To the near side.
Jay, you take 4 while you
Now
take
for
5.
Foster. Got it to the near wing for Dillman. Dillman going to take it head of the arc.
No rotation.
Pick and roll. Got it to Maurer to the cup off glass and good. Maurer's got 5. It's 51-20 with 6:13 to go. Out of the backcourt, Chomko. Little crossover dribble. She'll hand it off for Langmaid at the near wing. Up top for Ayers now at the far wing.
Sydney's working hard down there on the low block. She's finally got it.
But she goes back to Graham, who was cutting in, and that'll be a turnover. Like the idea from Lewis, just a little bit of a miscommunication. 51-20 with 5:56 to go in quarter number 3. There's Jim Gerwitz walking past us. Athletic director here at Mineral Area College. Full fresh 5 for Mac. Demi Van Gils, Idalise Driscoll, Isabel Walschlager, Jayla Clayton, and Audra Passakarnas. Through full court pressure, the pass to the near side for Dillman. She'll get across the timeline, nearly stepped right on the timeline. That would have been a backcourt violation as Dillman reverses forward to the far side. Dillman again cuts back to the near side, spin move, and tried to take Driscoll off the dribble. Couldn't, got it to the near wing. Through a double screen, that's Foster, takes it up, can't hit. Driscoll going to get the rebound. She'll come out of the backcourt through contact. Outlet for Demi Van Gils. Gils taking it to the baseline, spin move to the paint, can't hit. And Dillman's got another rebound and a held ball, and the arrow favors Mac. Great play by Driscoll to get there. 5:23 to go in the third. 51-20 out-of-town scoreboard check. Hawks lead Crusaders. That's a Class 4 semifinal on the football gridiron. 28-0. That one's at half. And Central nearing half. 2:30 in it. Blair Oaks just scored. The Rebels lead 28-14. As that shot wouldn't fall for Clayton, and it's rebounded.
Do we know who the other 2 teams are on the other side of the bracket for the Class 4?
Righty floater for Dillman. I'll get that for you in just a minute. Here's Van Gils the other way. Shot denied from behind by Cassidy Morris. And she'll take it out of the backcourt. Got it to the near side for Dillman. Through a screen, Dillman still got it. Interior feed for Morris. Kick back out for Childers, driving towards the baseline, trying to shot, but it's denied by Mineral Area's
This is
Annalise
still
Driscoll.
good to see. Mineral Area is still playing with a lot of intensity on the defensive side. Little full court man picking up the ball, applying some nice ball pressure.
If Central holds, they'll either play Seneca or St. Pius X in Kansas City.
What about Hillsboro?
Oh, Hillsboro. If that score holds, they'll play Jefferson City or Kearney. They're playing Lutheran North. Shot clock expires. Shot not on by Cassidy Morris. And for Valley Catholic, if that score holds, they play Fair Grove. Or if they win that one, rather, it was tied at the last check, they'll either get Lamar or Bowling Green. And that is all. Those next games, it's championship games, all from Columbia, Missouri. Passakarnas taking it to the cup. Can't hit on that one, and the rebound collected by Cassidy Morris. That's a couple of empty trips for Mineral Areas. Morris will come out of the backcourt to the far side for Childers. Mac leads 51-22, 4 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Head of the arc for Morris again. Trying to get around Driscoll. That's a walk that wasn't called, and Driscoll going to be called on a foul.
She took about 5 steps.
Fouls on number 23, Annalise Driscoll.
Morris will shoot 2. As Rend Lake is only 2 of 7 from the line. 3:55 to go in quarter number 4. 51-22 Mac. First free throw good for Morris. The Mac men will play Southwestern Illinois tonight at 5. We'll have coverage. Well, that's an expected tip-off time. We'll have coverage expected to start around 4:30. That'll be on KFMO and KFMO Sports Plus. Morris good on the pair. 51-24 is the score. Mac with the ad and the rock. Out of the backcourt, it's Walschlager. Walschlager between the circles. To the near side. Got it to Van Gils. Driving into the paint. Pull-up shot from just inside the foul line. Wouldn't go. It's back on perimeter. Van Gils from deeper this time. Outside perimeter. Can't hit. Rebound deflected, but Childers comes away with it. She'll outlet for Kaya Gabbert. Gabbert with the crossover dribble through a screen. Swing pass to the near side for Morris at the wing. Up top, this is Webb. Webb met by Driscoll. Got it to Grabbert. 13 seconds on the Rend Lake shot clock. Underhand feed to the far side for Childers at the wing. Childers trying to get around Passacarnas. Shot clock down to 6. Shot clock down to 5. Fighting through contact. Webb stolen by Driscoll, but she loses it out of bounds.
I don't know if she had control of that. I didn't know if the shot clock should have reset there or.
Might have been a quick reset on that shot clock.
What'd you think?
I couldn't tell. Driscoll kind of had a dribble, but I don't think she had. It was more of a try and slap it down and get control of it, more as so as dribble hitting it down. You know what I'm saying? Like putting the ball to the floor with the dribble. That was more of a let me slap it and get control. Head of the arc. Here's Morris now to the near wing. Check that. It was Reynolds now for Morris head of the arc. She'll kick it out for Grabbert. Pump fake from perimeter on the near wing. She'll back off and hoist. Driscoll lets out a scream as Grabbert missed that one. It's rebounded by Passacarnas. Bounce feed down low. Walschlager kick out Driscoll from perimeter. She'll drive in. Can't hit on the foul, but she will go to the line for 2. Contact was made by Rend Lake, and it's Stacy Webb, her first and the team's first. 2:34 to go in the third quarter. A clean quarter for both sides, foul-wise. Both teams with just 1. 51-24. First free throw, no good for Driscoll.
5 fresh bodies.
Central scores again. 43 seconds left in the second. 36-14. The Rebels lead Blair Oaks. A 24-yard touchdown pass as Driscoll splits the trip there on those free throw attempts. 2-point conversion was good. Kason Murphy threw it to Joe Bryant. That touchdown pass, Kason Murphy to Caden Casey. Man, Central's just got so many.
36?
36-14. Wow. And 43 seconds left in half. 2:34 to go. Ooh, Graham nearly stole it, but she touches it. Oh, and it's last touch by Rend Lake. Mac Ball.
Good hustle.
Wow.
I tell you what, those Park Hills kids that were on the cusp of getting looks, low major, mid-major football, they're probably really on notice now with the performance they're putting on today.
Rend Lake doesn't think that it was touched last by Mac, and now the official going to come in and talk it over. I think this one's going to get overturned. The official's talking it over, and they will overturn it. That's the right call. Graham had touched it last after it was poked out.
Dadgummit, I'm over here writing in ink and already marked a turnover.
It's okay. It'll happen here off this inbound. Grabbert's got it in the backcourt. Got it to the near side for Cassidy Morris. Graham going to stay with her, nearly poke it away. Morris gets across the timeline on the far side. Now between the circles for Grabbert. She'll take it to the far side. Pump fake from perimeter. That was Dillman. Check that. Reynolds. And a foul against Maddie Ayers, her first and the team's second. 2:17 to go. And it'll be an inbound up top, received by Morris. Taking it inside, met by Graham, and on perimeter, Grabbert to the far wing for Webb through a screen. Webb still out there, 12 seconds at the shot clock. Got it back to Webb on the give and go, met at the elbow, kick out far side. 3 from the far wing, Reynolds, that one's no good. And there's going to be a collection for Madeline Eads, who's in for Mac. First time we've seen her at the Bob this season, or at least first time I've seen her at the Bob. Isabella Paradowski sends it to the near side for Remy Langmaid. She'll unload from the corner, and she got nothing but net. Langmaid's got 12. A minute 35 to go in the third, 55-24. Lob in the backcourt for Maurer. She'll come out of the backcourt for Grabbert, far side. Here's Webb. Holds, hands off, Grabbert, had it poked away, and Grabbert's got it again. Swing to the far side for Cassidy Morris. She'll hold above her head with a minute 15 to go in the game clock, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lob it into the corner near side. That'll be a 3 from the near corner that missed everything, and the rebound will go out of bounds. Eads couldn't touch it. Briley Palmer not happy with the play there. She wanted Eads to grab it. Eads wanted to let it go out of bounds. Rend Lake tried to slap it off of Eads and put it out, but either way it's going to be a turnover as the shot clock expired.
Anytime you can gain possession of the basketball, you don't leave it up to the other team or the officials or whatever. The shot clock, you gain possession if you can get it.
Inbound to Maddie Ayers. Ayers takes it to the near side, got it head of the arc for Paradowski. Remy Lang made once it on the far side. That was a forced pass that at this juncture in the game, 55-24, you really didn't need to take. At the other end, a 3 far side for Dillman. That one brought the rain with it but didn't fall. Quick outlet. Langmaid's all alone down low off glass and good. Remy Langmaid with her first field goal inside the arc today. 57-24 Mac, 36 to go. Carly Foster on the far side between the circles now for Grabbert. Into the near corner for Dillman. She'll roll through a screen, take it around Paradowski, send it back out for Foster. 23 seconds left in the game, or in the third quarter. Eads nearly forced a turnover. Now she does.
There's our turnover we needed. I don't have to mark that one.
Max got final possession. Ayers taking it, kick out. Eads, step left, 10 seconds. Eads inside, picked up her dribble, pivot, and she's met by a defender in Foster. Got it to Graham. Eads gets it back out.
Plenty
5
of time.
seconds to Graham far side. Don't need to panic. Graham going to take it to the cup. Right-hand floater. Good. Talia Graham with 8, and that'll do it in 3 quarters. 59-24 Mac with 10 minutes left to play in regulation as the Cards lead the Warriors on KFMO Sports Plus. Turnover forced by Rend Lake after the miss by Skylar Sweetie. Foster goes coast to coast. Her shot was denied by Driscoll, and she steps out of bounds. Oh no, a foul coming against Rend Lake. It'll be the first of the Warriors. And it's going against Foster, her first. Out-of-town scoreboard check. Valley Catholic leading the team they're playing. That is, well, we'll get that for you momentarily. Fair Groves. Valley Catholic leads 22-13. That's on an 80-yard drive in 8 plays, and Chomko lays this one in.
Yeah, tough finish by Caitlin there in traffic.
At halftime, that's a Class 2 semifinal. Class 4 semifinal, Hillsboro leading Lutheran North by a score of 28-0, and Central leads their game at half, 36-14 against Blair Oaks. That's a Class 3 semifinal. Up top, offensive trip, Rend Lake. Kick out, Foster 3, no good. And it's collected by Mineral Area and Isabel Walschlager. Driscoll out of the backcourt, taking it strong to the cup. What a play by Driscoll, and she lays it in, her first field goal of the game. 63-24, 8:25 to go in regulation. That all on the out-of-town scoreboard. High school football today. Winners of those 3 games will move on to the state championship. Well, Dillman was in trouble.
Good deflection, or they had a layup. Good steal by Isabel. Good pass.
Driscoll all alone, left-hand layup. 65-24, 8 minutes to go.
Good pace here to start this fourth quarter.
The next game isn't scheduled to start until 3. Shot denied by
we
Lewis,
got a
but
foul
not
call.
clean. Yeah.
Fouls on Emily Driscoll.
Oh, but they put the foul on Driscoll.
Excuse me, her second.
It'll be the second on Driscoll.
Don't cheat it. Keep it honest.
First on Mack in this quarter. Ella Beckett will shoot 2.
Ella Paquette.
And Elise, you got 21.
You have 21.
First free throw for Paquette. No good. She's at the line to our left, line to your right if you're watching on the Mac YouTube channel.
And Elise, you have 21.
7:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Mac leads 65-25 as that one falls.
Hey, go short. Go short. Corey.
Paquette's got a point. Walschlager out of the backcourt will bounce it to Chomko into the corner. They get it to Lewis. Lewis going to probe in, be met by a screen, get around the screen, put it off the glass. Wow, that's a good play by Sydney Lewis. She's got 10.
Take good finish.
67-25. Pass deflected, somehow stayed in. Childers got it for Paquette outside. Foster wants a straight on 3. That one looked good, but got too much of the back rim. Lewis lost it out of bounds, and it's going to stay. Oh, no, it goes out off Rend Lake. I thought Lewis touched it last. Coach Mike Hilton, I think, thought the same thing. He was about to say something, and he just, that's okay. Not even joking. He made that, like, the motions that go with it. Nah, that's exactly the motions that were made.
It doesn't matter at this point.
Driscoll driving paint, can't hit, and it's rebounded by Paquette. 67-25, Mac leads with 7 minutes to go in regulation. Foster on the far side. Mac will bring in a fresh set of players. At the far wing, Foster gets it up top. Now to the far side for Grabbert. Head of the arc for Childers. 13 seconds on the Rend Lake shot clock. And Foster gets it on the near side. A wing-to-wing pass to Grabbert, far side into the corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock for Rend Lake. Paquette driving baseline, picked up her dribble, sends it up top for Dunklin. It's out of bounds, and that'll be a shot clock violation either way. 6:34 to go. And a fresh 5 coming on for the Lady Cards. Demi Van Gils, Madeline Eads, Isabella Paradowski, and Audra Pasikarnas. And Jayla Clayton. Can't forget Jayla Clayton. Pasikarnas out of the backcourt to the near side for Eads. For Paradowski up top. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. An injury. It's Loveling Dunklin. We're going to take an injury timeout. 67-25, Mac leads, 6:22 to go in regulation on KFMO. Paradowski shooting 2 at the line. First one no good. Second free throw. Around and out. Paradowski misses on the pair. She's 1 for 4 tonight from the foul line. 67-25 with 6:15 to go in regulation. Mack leads Rend Lake. And Elena Mauer's got it up top. She'll drive in after she got it to Childers. And Childers will get it back after Baguette gave it back to her. Here's a shot from Mauer. Denied cleanly by Paradowski. And Mauer touched it last. It goes out of bounds. Mack ball.
That was good defense by Audra. Walled up and did not commit a foul. Good, solid defense.
Paradowski is there. She'll get it to Jayla Clayton. About a foot inside the foul line. She'll hoist and hit from there. Jayla Clayton's got 2 in the game. It's 69-25. 5:43 to go in regulation. Rend Lake's got it. Micah Reynolds up top now for Mauer, rather. She'll pick up her dribble and give it off to Baguette between the circles. Baguette met by Paradowski. Childers is there. 10 seconds on the Rend Lake shot clock. Childers head of the arc, trying to get it in. Kick out to the near side. That's Reynolds. She'll unload from perimeter. That one's no good, and the rebound collected by Demi Van Gill. She'll quick outlet for Eads, but she can't get to it in time. It goes out of bounds. So, Mack will go back on defense after that turnover. 69-25. Mack leads. Kick out to the far corner. That's Mauer. That's short.
Why not?
Sure that,
Another 3.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's probably not the shot you want to take. Trailing 69-25, but they haven't had a lot of shots falling at all. 5:02 left. Mack leads to the near side. Here's Eads. She'll take it to the foul line through lefty layup, brother.
Nice move.
Madeline Eads gets her first bucket of the night. 71-25. Foster out of the back court to the near side for Reynolds. She'll take it head of the arc, get it back to Foster at the near wing. Foster, step back 3 from straight on. That one's short. Had she not stepped back, she might have hit that one. Paradowski coming out of the backcourt, 4-on-2, and a great deflection by Mauer as it goes out of bounds off her.
Easy pass, make the easy pass. Just trying to thread the needle in traffic.
Skylar Sweeney will check in for Audra Pasikarnas. Mack will inbound on the baseline as Jayla Clayton will fire it in. Bounce to the paint. It's lost by Mack. As Paradowski falls, it was collected by Ashlyn Childers. Childers got it to Foster. Foster picked up his dribble, got it back to Childers, driving towards the baseline, now taking it to the cup, put it off glass it in. That's a great play by Childers. Her first field goal makes it 71-27. As the Warriors still trail with 4:08 to go. Jayla Clayton coast to coast. Paradowski with an offensive rebound. We fight for it, and a foul is going to be called against Rend Lake. It'll go against Elena Mauer, her third, and the team's third. And Kaya Grabbert will come in. Clayton to throw it in on the baseline right of the lane. To the far corner, Eads wants a 3. Missed everything. Clayton's going to come out and get the rebound just in front of us. Jayla Clayton.
That was one of those shots that the rotation and the form looked a lot better than the result.
Clayton's 3 from the near wing wouldn't go, and it's rebounded by Micah Reynolds. She'll outlet to the far side, and Grabbert's got it. Grabbert going to get around Mack and lay it in.
This game is a little bit out of reach obviously for Rend Lake. I like to say Mineral Area is going to win, but again, you don't want to create those bad habits this last 3 minutes. Giving up a lot of straight line drives here to end this game.
Foul is going against Mauer. That's her 4th and the team's 4th. She's playing in the spot of Loveline Dunklin, who is the one that got hurt on the floor for Rend Lake a couple of drives ago. Cardinals got it. Deep 3, Eads far side. That's good. Madeline Eads with 5 in the game. That was from downtown Park Hills, where she let that shot go. Foster gets out of the backcourt. Skylar Sweeney with the speed stays with her. Here's an even deeper three at the other end. Childers got it, and she comes up a little slow after landing. Childers with 5, 74-32. Eads again to Sweeney. She'll want one from the far side. That one's off the mark. Clayton, check that, Van Gils with the rebound. She'll get it to Clayton, head of the arc. Clayton, does she want one? She does want one. She'll hoist. Ooh, can't hit. And the rebound collected by Grabbert. That one looked good too, just a little too strong. Carly Foster out of the backcourt, rolled it to Grabbert. Not sure that's what she was intending, but she got it to her. 3 on the near wing.
Oh, man.
Wow, that was
Tough
a beautiful
shot.
one for Maurer. Check that, Morris. Her first field goal at 74-35. So the threes weren't falling that much for either side.
Yeah,
Now back to back.
Back to back.
Here's Mineral Area on perimeter. That's Paradowski going to pivot through the lane. Kick out. Jayla Clayton from the near corner. Got it. 5 for Clayton.
Both teams starting to hit some shots.
Rend Lake on perimeter.
Makes it a little more entertaining when shots are going in, especially for the fans, right?
It does. Here's a 3 at the near corner. Childers couldn't get it. Paradowski with the rebound. Skylar Sweeney, Demi Van Gils, and Audra Pasikarnas, the 3 Cardinals yet to score tonight, but they've played. Oh, what a layup. Wow. Jayla Clayton.
Fancy.
She's got it. As Grabbert will come out of the backcourt. Morris wanted a 3 instead to Grabbert to the far side for Childers. She'll send it inside for Foster, and Skylar Sweeney will poke it out of bounds. Good defense. 79-35, a minute 38 to go.
On Skylar Sweeney, her first personal foul, team second of the fourth quarter.
And inbounding, J.C. Webb. Right of the lane offensively. Sends it up top for Morris. She'll hold above her head, get it to the near side for Downen, and Grabbert will unload from perimeter at the near wing, and she'll hit it. 9 for Grabbert, and with that 3, she takes over as the team leading scorer with 9 points. Minute 24 to go. There's Van Gils. Got it to the far side for Eads. Eads looking inside. Van Gils is wide open, and that's where they go with it between the circles. Now to the near elbow for Paradowski. Paradowski dribbles once, trying to take it to the cup with an underhand layup, and she got it. Paradowski's got 5. And another injured player. This one is Kaya Grabbert. She's on a knee. A minute 05 to go. And we'll step aside with another injury timeout. 81-38 Mac. 105 to go on KFMO. Under a minute to play. Lay in by Carly Foster. She's got 5. And Mack will come out of the backcourt. Jayla Clayton hands it off for Eads. Eads up top now for Van Gils. Back to the near side for Clayton, and she'll lay it in. Jayla Clayton's got 9. She's played really well off the bench today for Mack.
She has. She's been on a clinic this last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
At the other end, Foster into the corner for Downen. 30 seconds left in regulation. Mackinac improved to 10-1 on the season. Pick and roll down low. Got it to Downen. Underneath. She'll hold above her head. Kicking out to the far side. Foster. She'll want a 3. She can't get it. 19 seconds. It's last touch by Mack. And all Rend Lake has to do is inbound and or pretty much do it. 18.5 to go. Mack will play on Wednesday at John A. Logan. Inbound to Foster. She'll lay it in. Mack will throw it in with 16. Jayla Clayton will slowly get it out of the backcourt. And Mack will play at 5 o'clock at John A. Logan on Wednesday. We'll have coverage on KFMO Sports Plus as we'll make the trip. And that'll do it. Final score, it's 83-42. Mack handily beats Rend Lake, and they go 2-0 in the Chris Morrison State Farm Giving Thanks Classic. We'll take a break, come back with the Hubs Pub and Grill postgame show, on KFMO Sports Plus. Mack wins at 83-42. of the Lady Cardinals. That is Briley Palmer, Coach. Not a whole lot you can say about this one, right, Coach?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I love it for the fact of we've got some good players, and not every night you're going to see that. And, a lot of times, and I know in my little 4 years here, off the bench, you really see a letdown sometimes. And, I mean, we've recruited a really good team, and so I want it to be flawless when we have bench subs like I know they can. And it just comes with having that experience. And so these are the games that you love to see that, because you want to see what they can do, and if they're tuned in, even if it's a lesser opponent, but you can still do those little things that we're asking them to do. So maybe we trust them later on down the road when it's a game that's close, and you got to have them.
What can a team learn from a game like this? It was a blowout win. I'm sure there are things you can learn, but is there really any video you can look at in that second half when the score was as big as it was?
Yeah, definitely for us. Defense was good. I wanted to keep it under 30, and it was until with a couple minutes left, and it got up a little bit closer to 40. I don't know if it made it to 40, but so that's hard to see, because you got to see what kind of stuff they're doing, and that wasn't really hurting us for the most part. Maybe just some closeouts that were late. But on the offensive side, these girls that we're trying to teach about reading the defense, when we watch this film, we're able to see, like, how come you made this, what did you see here? And they're able to see it. So it doesn't matter who you're playing there. I mean, you can play 11-man break all day in practice, and you've just got to read the defense. There's no plays, all that. It's reading the defense. And if you don't read the defense correctly, it's obvious. And then, just looking at finishes, maybe how we made it hard for ourselves, or just the decision-making thing of it, and getting to know our kids and why maybe they read it the way they did, or whatnot. You've always got to find something to figure out for film, because kids need to see it, and especially nowadays, that's something I've really seen and just my time being an assistant and things like that. Like, kids need to see it because they don't believe it. Why was that a bad shot? Look, they just got 4 buckets in a row. We needed a bucket, and we came down and just forced one, or whatnot. So you got to talk about the stop, score, stop mindset. And I'm really proud, though. We have, like I said, we have a lot of good players, and I just want them to keep their confidence up, because I got full confidence in them.
You're back at it on Wednesday against John A. Logan. That'll be on the road. We'll have coverage of that one. We'll travel with the team. What do you know about John A. Logan and the Lady Volunteers?
I've watched a little bit with them. They played Three Rivers and some people in some classics early, and not really watched them in depth. But they have a new coach and stuff, so it's not maybe the same system and things, and a whole new team. So, I'm really, I truly, you got to look at your opponents and who the shooters are and things like that. But I'm really at this point where I'm like, girls, you make the decisions here. How are we going to be? Because people's got to figure out how to stop us and stop us with depth. And we shoot it well. We have post play and post presence that's hard to stop. And, we have slashers. So it's just kind of like we're hard to guard when we understand that's all the stuff we have. So we'll see, and we'll be ready for them. I'm going to take a mental health break the rest of the day, and possibly half the day tomorrow. I know my husband would be happy if I did, but and then we'll be back at it Monday and really grinding it out.
Well, we'll talk to you on Wednesday, Coach. Best of luck moving forward, and we'll see you in Carbondale, Illinois.
Absolutely. Thanks.
That's Briley Palmer, head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals. They win this one 83-42. We'll be back right after this to wrap things up from Game 1 of 2 today from the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse. Thanks, Briley. Final score, Mac wins at 83-42. They're 10-1 on the season. They'll play John A. Logan coming up on Wednesday at 5. We'll have coverage that day starting about 4:40 on KFMO Sports Plus. Next week is tournament week on the high school basketball side. That puts our Mac game on Plus, but we'll have coverage of Mac and John A. Logan at John A. Logan on KFMO Sports Plus. Big night for the Lady Cardinals as they win it. They're 10-1. Big weekend for the Lady Cardinals. They also beat Wabash Valley, the Lady Warriors. That on Friday, the 4th-ranked team in the nation, and Mineral Area College got the job done. We'll step aside. Well, actually, you know what? We'll wrap things up, and when we come back, it'll be tip-off, pregame rather, for the men's game tonight on KFMO and KFMO Sports Plus after the high school football game. Central and Blair Oaks right now on AM 1240 KFMO. Following that, about 4:40-ish, expected tip time of 5, the MAC men taking on Southwestern Illinois.